2 back again on our channel. Here we will be a Manhwa flow. Before that, don't forget to support our channel by pressing the subscribe button. Thank you. At the beginning of the story, our MC named Lee Chang-sun is told as a weak human being and eventually rises to the position of god, dubbed as Twilight of the Gods. He has killed more than 1 million gods. Then he was arrested and tried in that court called God's Judgment Court. After being brought to trial, suddenly at the junction woke up in a strange place. Chang-chun said that he was sure of himself dead, maybe more like me dispensed with, but why am I in here? Then he said the system can't open. Lee Chang-sun also said in his heart, divinity Constellation, believe if in I authority all were removed by force, my holiness has been destroyed and my god power is also gone. Out of the blue, just someone showed up using the ship. The guy said Twilight of the Gods and changes on what you are right. Father Lee Jong-hyun, mother born in South Korea on the 25th of December 2010. You move to the planet Arcadia in 2027 for reasons that aren't known and become a star that has slaying over millions of gods. Then they were caught and sentenced to death. The man was shocked because Lee Chang-sun suddenly appeared in front of him and tried to catch him. The man dodged upwards, then drew his sword towards and changes on Juga launched his attack with his fists. And he succeeded to beat the man back. But the man, using a divine through metal gun movie made for reigning god, becomes weaker than man. Hence Michelson can't move. With that face looking annoyed, then he asked who you. The man introduced himself as Yul, the best executioner on the network or the underworld. Then Lee Chang-sun said, I heard God was hit. God's judgment will not be able to save us from destruction, but how could I exist in the afterlife? Yul replied, it's because you're actually in the scope of our legal powers. Now let's talk in detail while we go with the person who is here waiting for you. Yul's journey explains Arcadia is a very different world from the Earth you come from, and this is related to the power of law. I just said all humans live and die with a note of life, record the date of death with a record of life. It just can be used where it is written. But suddenly that human disassociate from the record. We try very hard to looking for him, but he has gone to strange place, I mean Arcadia. And plus they said he had become a god and caused chaos. Also Lee Chang-sun said, why you have to bother with all this, will be easier for you guys if let they destroy me. Yul answered, how could I know? I just carry out the orders of the higher ups. Yul said again, so who is the higher up that determines its Thanatos robust together with Tartarus, and some are nicknamed him the Duck King or King Darkness. In the end, they didn't even feel it until on his way to the place Thanatos Junction is shown. The first place it is fire or hellfire, and that is ice or ice hell. At the time of viewing the third and their center seems to be on a different level. What exactly are they? Yul replied, they are fallen stars. Tartarus doesn't just do the determining punishment for the spirits of the dead, but also change the evil spirits and demons that are in it, until God sealed them. They arrived in front of a big door. Yul said the best executioner. Yul has brought Twilight of the Gods on command. My lord Thanatos said the wind blowing hard when the door was opened, and a system notification appears says in the darkness after watching you, and Lee Chang-sun came in inside. The king underworld says, are you old legs of the gods? Before that, let me ask something. If you stay on Earth, where do you think you're going after death? Of course hell. So Thanatos told Lee Chang-sun about what has been done at the moment. It is still on Earth 21/06/2018. He is still a gamer professional who say all types of insult to a teammate. After he made a mistake, consequently he experienced deep trauma. Through Thanatos told to tell what punishment is deserving of doing with that in mind. Bill answered that punishment accepted is his tongue will be pulled until it breaks without stopping for 15 days and thong ripping hell 09/04/2018. He ignored friend requests because you are busy playing games. Yul replied that it would be punished in the mountains of Naval. A moment ago, then after listening to evil which one by one changes on Yul looked annoyed to say, what exactly what you want to do? Thanatos said, I just thought that you might could do a little work with me. Were some gods who broke the vow and wanted to reach out human world. I want you to go switch me to helmet mortar and clear your good name. They said, so you will make me reincarnated. Thanatos answered, more precisely, return yourself to your place originated. Suddenly coursed Thanatos only by raising his hand. At once the castle walls were changeable and natural universe consisting of many planets. Then the earth Thanatos appeared saying that I will send you there. Lee Chang-sun said, why did you give me this opportunity? Thanatos said, because you are very suitable for hunting there. You defeated the gods of the world. Others like Asura Deva dancing moment was in Arcadia. Then Lee Chang-sun asked why Netherworld was not go straight to arrest them. Thanatos answered that because they really know about the loopholes of our oath, do not have the authority to directly follow mix. But another story of humans who directly confront them because on perjury, as it is not explained. Take it easy, this is a labor sentence. When all of this is over, I will let go of your shackles, and even as a bonus I will give you new life. What if you don't love it in exchange? Of course, I'm not random. Ordered to be my follower power will I give you a present form power. Heard about it, Li Changsun smiling said, if you give me there is no reason for such a gift to refuse. Thanatos was happy to hear those words. He said, then the transaction is done. You will start soon. Your reincarnation is no more precise reincarnation or self-recovery. Prepare to open the gate your reincarnation. Teenager on his way to the gate reincarnated Yul says, please don't forget you came back not as a god but as a human. You don't have won your divine powers and abilities, so you have to start everything from early. Now please go to junction. Finally he jump and gate circle open. Then after entering the gate of reincarnation that plunged from the sky, then a system notification appears that says you have succeeded to pass through the reincarnation gate of your position as an administrator. Suddenly when he opened his eyes, it is on an John Bridge. Why can it be in Gemric, not in Earth? He is practically on Earth, but also not on Earth. According to Thanatos, no easily sends you to a specific location while avoiding the sight of the gods. Another world, that's why Li Changsun was sent into John Bridge. There were also many people there that were stuck in it at John Bridge. Suddenly there's just a notification in the form of a notification, a system that tells all welcome people at Instant Dungeon Forest. Currently, 132 people started the mission dungeon, defeated various types of monsters well in the Forest of Goodness, and climbed to the top of the mountain across the forest. All entrants will be provided with inventory Windows status and Windows skills to complete the mission. After System Say Jungle Part 1 is opened, Antelope Sense immediately dashed forward and in the forest saw Li Changsun exhausted. Then it says open the system windows visible from 100 miles. Li Changsun still low, but still low he gets the gift of power that Thanatos said earlier. Pratama it gets soul collection. Matter of collection is that power enables someone to move one's strength to another and even take ownership of karma which was burnt. Besides that you can avoid running out of stamina and accumulated grief. The second is Execution Sword. Power basically is the power of divinity. With use the Execution Sword you can stealing one's divinity and even his power, and also very allowed to collect unlimited power and changes on. Looks happy because if you see a pure Execution Sword many times stronger than the soul collection. Suddenly there were monsters that looked like that monster snake named Black Mamba, and without any Li Changsun doubts quickly took out a short sword from his inventory and then he slashed the monster and split into two. After killing Black Mamba, Look's level changes on increased as much as 2 dexterity or dexterity upgrades. Li Changsun said that he will be Rocky or Rookie that will make gods and constellations will be amazed at him. Okay, that's all for this video. Stay on this channel because this channel will discuss the next part until this story ends or is finished. Thank you for your support. See you soon.